Hello everyone, this is Admiral Pavlovsky bringing you Atlantic Fleet single battle. Attempting to bring you single battle. Right. Anyway. Oh, I'm sorry if you can hear shouting outside. There's... Yeah, it's December. Yeah, lockdown recently was lifted, so there's going to be a lot of that. People going to pubs and whatnot. But that's not going to stop me from bringing you a video. It'll take more than a little bit of shouting outside to stop this admiral from going out to sea. Now, I will be honest, I do feel quite nervous about attempting to do the battle from the German side. Yes, I'll be up against destroyers, but there are so many of them. 9 destroyers, in fact. And, you know, even in a battleship, you're only able to focus on one at a time. Doesn't matter if you sink 8 of them. If one of them gets a salvo of torpedoes into your side, well, it's a bit, you know, useless. Right, initiative was with Germany last time, so this time we're gonna have the German Navy as well. Yep, 3, good. Right, here we go, attack. Whew. My goodness. Somewhat terrifying to see all these little ships coming towards you. They're little, but they pack a punch. In fact, they pack 10 punches. Each one can send you to the bottom of the ocean, as I found out. Even surprised myself with that one. So my strategy for this is, well, it's not, well, I don't know, call it simple, but I'm just going to target the ones that are the closest to me, because they're the ones that can get torpedoes away the soonest. It's the soonest. Oh dear. And now making up words. The soonest. Oh dear. I hope my shooting is going to be better than my command of the English language. Anyway, the Jervis is the closest here, so we're going to open fire on the Jervis. Fire! Unlike the AI... Whoa! Good shooting. Wow, that's good. As I was going to say, unlike the AI, I'm not going to, you know, use the secondary guns. I'm going to be using the enormous 15-inch gun turrets. They're all moving and they're not firing. I'm going to assume this is because they are out of range. Right, what did we knock out then on the Jervis? Propulsion, steering, aft torpedoes, anti-submarine... Well, ASW I think stands for anti-submarine warfare. And AAA stands for anti-aircraft armament, I think. Interestingly enough, I mean, that was a magazine detonation. We didn't really destroy any turrets, but either way. Let's move the Bismarck. So who shall we target next? 18,044, 17,792, 19,593. It's the Kandahar, isn't it? It is indeed the Kandahar. Right. So let's go in here. They're saying 11.3. I'm actually going to go up a bit. I'm going to go up to 11. Will it say this? No. Right. I'm actually going to go up to 11.9, I think. 11.9 good. I'm not sure. Fine, we'll go to 11. 11.7. I think that's a good compromise. 11.7. There we go. Fire! Right, let's see what that'll do. Alright, it wasn't a magazine detonation, but we still scored hits. I shall see what we've damaged on the next turn. Still no action. I don't get it. Are they actually going to fire at me even when they're in range, or are they going to just steam in and try and launch their torpedoes? Because I genuinely have no idea how the AI is going to play this. Obviously, you've seen how I played it, and if you haven't, then go and watch my previous video. Right, so the A turret is knocked out, B turret is heavily damaged, AAA is heavily damaged, right? Anyway, as I was saying, I have no idea how the AI will play this. No idea about the tactics. Well, I won't spoil the previous video, I won't say what I did. Well, that's fine, because it's at 30, I'll drop it to 11.3. Fire! Oh yeah. Oh, this one's quite tough. This is a tough little destroyer, isn't it? 15-inch shells, high explosive 15-inch shells all around, and it's refusing to sink. Oh, here we go. What are they gonna do? No action. Because I did turn the option for the AI off where enemy ships can disengage. Everything is completely vanilla, as is. Or at least I think it is. It should be. Well, either way, I'm just going to keep it consistent as it is. Obviously, I can't exit the battle and go and fiddle with the settings now, can I? Let's come forward a little bit more. So let's drop that down. I'll drop it to 10.8 actually. Fire! There we go, that should do it. So the Kandahar is gone. Oh no, I forgot to check the damage. I forgot to check the damage. Let's just check what we damaged when it's our turn then. These are closing in for torpedo runs, I reckon. I really want to see if they'll... Oh, wow! They will fire at me with their guns. I was about to say, are they going to actually fire at me at all? Or are they just going to do what they're doing? Kandahar going under. Wow, so sonar heavily damaged, A turret knocked out, B turret lightly damaged, aft torpedo tubes heavily damaged, AAA destroyed. Right, let's move. And let's pick off another destroyer. So who's closer? The non-power at 16,702 and the Noble at 16,728. So non-Pariel just about does it. Clinches it by 26 meters. I mean, it's not going to make much difference, but still. So 10.6, but we pretty much scored a hit on 10.8, so I'm going to stick with the same elevation. Fire! I hope this works. If it won't, I'll look a little bit silly, won't I? No, I mean, I'm sorry. 10.6. If I dropped it to 10.6, that would have been short. So I'm gonna stand by my guess at the elevation. I wonder if that damaged it in any way. There's no fires, and it didn't, explode or anything like that. So in theory, it shouldn't have any damage. But these are 15-inch high explosive shells, which can damage an unarmoured target even if they don't hit. And there was a hit on the bow. Yeah, so steering is damaged lightly, and AAA is completely knocked out. We'll go 5 degrees to port. There we go, so just make sure that we're pointing all the guns at the target. 10.8, let's drop that down to 10.4. Fire! Not sure how it's... How does that work, where propulsion is damaged, supposedly, and yet it's able to make 31.4 knots? I don't understand how that works. Anyway, non-pareil is sinking. So that's 2 destroyers down. I'm holding my own, I think. I'd like to think I'm holding my own. So far, at least. I think my tactic of going after the destroyers that are closest is paying off, I think. None of them have launched torpedoes. None of them are close enough to launch torpedoes. So let's see, what did we damage on that final salvo? Steering, A turret, 4 torpedo tubes, AAA. I think it was just the A turret that we hit then, and the 4 torpedo tubes. Because the steering... No, they fixed the propulsion, then we damaged the steering, I think. I think that's what happened. Are we going after the Noble now? The Noble's quite close, actually. The Noble is the closest ship to us. Yes, it is. Right, so... let's move. And try and figure out a firing solution for the Noble. I'll drop it down to 9.7. Fire! Oh, we're a little bit long. A little bit long. I'm not sure if 9.1 would have been good. I think 9.1 may have been a little bit short. But I guess we'll never know. If 9.7 hit down there, then maybe 9.4, 9.3 would have done it. Keep in mind, of course, that now we will have plotting data for the... The Noble. We fired at the Noble. Yeah. So now we're going to have targeting data for the Noble as well. It's always a little bit risky going after... Well, it's not risky. It's a bit, you know, hit or miss. Pun not intended. But yeah, sometimes you get a really good salvo which completely obliterates. Sometimes you get hits, and sometimes you get complete misses. You know, sometimes you just it just all goes completely wrong. Right, so let's go to 8.1 then. Let's try 8.1. Fire. I hope I'm doing the right thing here. Right, so we've damaged something clearly. The Jackal's firing. Hit or not hit? Long, so no hits. The Jaguar moving forward. No action. Still out of range. Yeah, all these destroyers are still out of range. Napier, firing and scores 1 hit on the A turret. What's the Noble gonna do? 1, 2. Oh yes, because we knocked out the A turret, I think. Either knocked it out completely or damaged it. And that's not bad. 2 out of 4. Noble, yeah, A turret is knocked out, AAA is heavily damaged. So let's just move forward. 8.1 was a very good hit. I am going to drop that down to 7.7 because they came forward. Fire. Yeah, I figured. I was about to say, is that going to be the end? Or are they going to hang on for one more turn? But no. It appears that that was it. See, and most of the shells, I'd like to point out, they didn't actually hit. They landed just off the starboard bow. But, you know, that's the power of 15-inch guns, regardless of who has them. So obviously, if these were German destroyers and this was a British capital ship, excuse me, and then obviously the 15-inch guns of the British capital ship would have the same effect. So what damage did we cause with that last shot? Not a whole lot, actually. Alright, never mind. So who's next? Who is next? We've got the Jackal at 15,288, the Napier at 15,415. We're going to go for the Jackal. How many destroyers left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all of them? It is all of them. Ah, so we've sunk 5 already. Yeah. Looks like it. No, wait, we've sunk 4. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we've sunk 4. Right. So now I'm going to switch fire to the Jackal, like I said, because that's the closest one. So let's just move. Now then, just going a little bit more. Number 4 was 9.7. I will go 9.1 actually, and they seem to suggest that as well. Fire! Here we go. Oh, just a little bit short. A little bit short. That 8.9 would have been really short. Hits? No, that's short. Alright, fair enough. Jaguar. Moving in. No action yet. Well, none. I guess no action or none is different. No action means, well, it's kind of explanatory, no action, and then none means it didn't fire with anything. So let's turn a little bit, make sure we've got all those big guns pointed exactly where they should be pointed. I'll go up to 9.4. Fire! Alright, 1 hit. Oh, never mind. Actually no, 1 hit caused 2 fires. Hits. Yep. Right on the A turret. I would want to know if, like hypothetically, which one would happen first. Would the destroyer run out of ammunition, or would the Bismarck eventually sink? Bit of a question to ponder. I reckon the destroyer would run out of ammunition first. Obviously, whilst using up all their ammunition, they would cause damage to the Bismarck, but I don't think they'd be able to sink it. Because sure, like radars and spotters, they could probably destroy. But I'll need to take it down to 9.3. But the armor belt and that sort of thing, they wouldn't be able to do. Oh! There goes the Jackal with a magazine detonation. We seem to be getting a lot of these recently. It's not a bad thing, because they don't happen to me, so obviously if you see your enemy with a magazine detonation, then at least from a tactical perspective that's really good. From a human perspective, obviously not so good. Alright, the Napier is getting very close, and for that reason they're scoring hits as well. And for that reason I'm going to have to, you know, fire at them. Let's just check the Jackal. Wow, propulsion, steering, pumps and aft torpedo tubes heavily damaged, AAA completely destroyed. And we're going at 29.9 knots. So let's check who is next. Wow, Napier is very close. 12,185. Napier is the closest ship, correct? Correct. Right. So that's fine. We move the Bismarck. And we have a look at the Napier. So what was this shot? This seems pretty good. Number 3. That was 7.7. I will actually go 7.7. Yeah, go on. Let's see. This is our first time firing at the Napier. Oh, and it could be the last. Could be the last. No? Keep an eye on it. It could still explode. We could still have some secondary explosions. I'm also beginning to wonder, can 4.7-inch shells set fires on the Bismarck? I wonder. Even if they're high explosive. Like, for example, if you had like 6 out of 6 hit, could you set a fire? Ooh, that is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. We'll finish the Napier off now. And then we can move on to the Jaguar. Yeah, it will be. Jaguar. Jaguar will be next. Right, so we're going to drop it down to... By how much, actually, we're going to drop it down? Let's drop it to 7.4. Fire! Oh, 6 15-inch shells right there. I wonder what additional damage have we caused. Actually, speaking of damage, on the next turn I'm going to check my damage. Have the 4.7-inch shells of the British destroyer fleet done anything to wound me? See, yeah. Aft spotter is destroyed and the aft radar is destroyed. Oh, I can't see the... Oh, we're a little bit... Yeah, can we go here? We can go here, and can I go underwater and check? If we zoom in, can we see the... No, I'm trying to see if I can catch the... No, it seems I can't. Alright, fair enough. I mean, it's not critical that we do this anyway. Right. I would have... Can we catch on the surface? No. Alright, never mind. So let's move, and who are we targeting next? Is it the Jaguar? It is the Jaguar. And I think the same elevation as that one. Yeah. Fire! 7.7 would have been better, I think. I just need to make sure they don't fire their torpedoes. If I can make sure that they stay out of accurate torpedo firing range, I think I'll be good. I'm a little bit confused as to what the AI is doing with those last 2 destroyers. Like, I understand all these trying to come forward to, you know, to join in the fight, but I'm struggling to see the tactics behind the other 2. Oh! Ouch! There goes the Jaguar. Wow. 1 hit. Well, not 1 hit, 1 salvo. What are they doing? What are they doing? I don't understand. Pumps, sonar and AAA. Yeah, it's the pumps again. I don't get it. Are they even going at top speed? I swear they're not going... That is not 36 knots. Well, who's closer? What? Hang on a minute. So what you're trying to say to me is The Kelly is 17,477 yards away, and the Kashmir is 16,233 yards away. I'm sorry, but I do not believe that. They are right next to each other! They do look pretty nice side by side though, like this. Sailing in, you know. Yeah, they do look quite nice. Racing in. Join the Royal Navy. Your country needs you. For king and country. Yeah. But anyway, I'm getting distracted now. Sorry about that. Slightly distracted. Oh, interesting. Now they've completely changed it up. Alright, very well. I'll go for the Kelly then, seeing as the Kelly is closer. We will go with... What will we go with? I'll go 11.2. Let's go 11.2. There we go. And fire. Good, bad, or in the middle? Alright, not bad. Two birds with one stone. You're trying to tell me that that's 36 knots or 16.7? Yeah, no. No. No, that is not 16.7 knots. That's more like 1.67 knots. We damaged anything on this one? Ha! Nice. Aimed for the Kelly, but damaged the Kelly and, was it the Kandahar? The Kashmir, right. Either way, good shooting. See, the gaps are getting smaller between the dots, so that means they're clearly slowing down. This was probably 36 knots, but this isn't. These ones aren't. I don't get why they're trying to say it is. Let's just fire at the same elevation again. Fire. There goes the Kelly. I was about to say, is the Kelly going to survive this? And no, she isn't. So propulsion, steering, sonar heavily damaged. A turret, Y turret and AAA completely destroyed. B turret and anti-submarine warfare lightly damaged. Well, last but not least, it's now time for the Kashmir. Kashmir's going to pretty much be the same as this. Yeah, I suppose we... Wait, hang on, how far is the Kelly? Oh, I'm not trusting that. I'm just gonna... 11.4 and fire. Here we go. $2,000 difference. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. What have we damaged? Propulsion, steering, ASW, AAA. One more salvo like that and I think we shall conclude the engagement. I'm a little bit long. I'm getting a bit overconfident here, but I think I can get overconfident at this point. There's no real threat from the Kashmir, I don't think. Fire. They're not going to get close enough to launch torpedoes, and, well, they're pretty much destroyed. Are they not sinking yet? They're pretty extensively damaged. Pumps are damaged as well now. Well, kudos to the Kashmir then for standing up like this. So let's go... Same elevation? Yeah, go on. Same elevation. Fire! Oh, there goes the Kashmir. Alright. Interesting, only the main spot of the main radar, the A turret and the forward torpedo tubes were not damaged. Oh. Sinking side by side. That's a pretty grim sight, I think. It really do be a grim sight. Well, there we have it. They seem to be taking their time to sink. So for that reason... Actually, should we see which one sinks first? There's going to be the Kashmir, I can already see it. Kashmir's going to go under first. Right, let's call that done. Action report on the British side. The destroyers Jackal, Jaguar, Jervis, Kandahar, Kashmir, Kelly, Napier, Noble, Nonpareil sunk for 1,690 tons each. On the German side, the battleship Bismarck received light damage. A score of 15,210. There we have it. Looks like I was able to defend after all. And yeah, that's pretty much all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy the content I put out, please like, comment, share and subscribe. I try and do I do daily videos, so make sure you tick the bell for notifications to make sure you don't miss any uploads. And yeah, that's all from Admiral Playerowski for this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.